Hey everybody, it's Sonjdradeluxe, and today I'm gonna do this pink springtime makeup tutorial. I don't usually just wear like a soft pink like this, but I thought, why the heck not? So if you want to see how to get the look, then please stay tuned. So we're gonna start off barefaced, and I'm gonna go into my OLE HENRIKSEN Truth Serum as my starter. It's been really helping to clear up the dark marks on my face and just give my skin a really nice glow and brighten my skin. And I'm gonna go in with the Nurture Me moisturizer afterwards because my skin's quite dry, because my rash has been healing finally on my face, and I'm just rubbing that in. I love this because I feel like it wears really well underneath makeup but still gives me deep moisture. With my Gleam by Melanie Meld Body Radiance in Rose Gold, I'm going to rub that on all over as my primer. It does help to keep my foundation on longer, but it also blurs the skin with a little reflecting bits. Next, with my OLE HENRIKSEN Banana Bright Eye Cream, I'm going to put that underneath my eyes and on top. I just really love how this makes my eyes look nice and hydrated and brightens it up, so it kind of cancels out the dark circles under the eyes, as well as works as a fantastic primer for your eyeshadow or glitter or concealer. Anyways, I've just been really liking it, and it's one of those things where you have to feel it. It's a little hard to explain, but it's really bomb. Next, with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in Bronze. I wish I had just like one shade darker, but that's fine. I'm going to massage this into my skin. I recently found this foundation, and I think it's really, really beautiful. It dries a little bit more matte than the Prolong Wear, which is what I usually wear, and it's a little bit more full coverage. I just love how it stays on all day. It doesn't move. So this is definitely going to be one of my faves I put into my little rotation. I usually use the Jouer Essential High Coverage MAC Pro Longwear, and now I'm really feeling the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Next, with my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW25, I'm going to press on a little bit underneath my eyes. My eyes are pretty much extra coverage, so I'm using a thin layer to conceal. They don't really need more like a highlight, so I can add some dimension to my face so I don't look so flat. And I'm also going to put that on my eyelid as well, down the center of the nose, you know. Next, with the NYX Love You So Mochi Arcade Glam Highlight Palette, I'm going to go into the end shade, which is a beautiful rose gold. Like, I feel like this is what rose gold is. It reflects gold and it has a very nice rosy tone to it, but it's a really beautiful highlight. You can make it super extra, or you can wear it a little bit more soft because it is kind of like squishy, like a little pillow. You just want to press the brush into the product and then press and blend into the skin, and it just looks super pretty. So it goes with our pink theme. Next, with my MAC Dark Deep Mineralized Skin Finish, I'm going to contour my face. Same thing like I always do, just kind of sculpting the cheekbones. I went a little bit lighter than I normally do today. I don't know why. I always say the more the merrier with bronzer and contour, but anyways, whatever. Across the chin, underneath the jawline, across the hairline, and then today, because I just wanted to look a little softer, I just pinched my brush and contoured my nose by just wiggling a little bit of the bronzer on the sides of my nose, rather than taking a small brush and a different powder to really snatch my nose. Just doing a little bit of snatching. Next, in my Makeup Forever Face Color Blush in B204, I love the Artist Face colors that they came out with. They just blend really easily, and as you can see, I kind of put a big glob of that blush on there, but a quick blend, and it just blends really, really smooth and effortlessly and makes your skin look blurred. So definitely give these a try. They just make your skin look soft. Next, with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in Soft Brown, I think, and my MAC 266 brush, I'm going to draw little flickies in the same way that my hair grows, and I'm just kind of filling in any gaps and drawing a line along where I want the bottom row of hair to be, and then flicking it upwards from there. Same thing on the top. I'm not filling them in too dark because my hair is freaking pretty light. I think this is the lightest it's ever been, and silver, so I went a little bit cooler and lighter with my brows today. Same thing on the other side. Just follow what you naturally have and fill in any gaps, and I'm trying to get in underneath any hairs to make sure it's nice and even. And with my NYX Brow Mascara Blonde, so if you have any gaps that need to be filled in, you can just kind of flick your hairs up and comb them in that direction. This is something I used to use religiously, and for some reason I haven't used it in a little while, but I refound it and I'm obsessed. It's my jam. Next, with my Colored Rain Lovelies palette, I'm going to go into this matte light color. It's almost white, and I'm pressing that all over my lid. Sometimes with a pink, it doesn't really show up on my skin, so I like to brighten up as much as I can the eye area first so that it can show up. So I'm doing that with this light color, using it kind of like a base, using my blending brush and just kind of flicking it around all over. And I'm going in with the shade Daydreaming in the Lovelies palette, which is kind of like a mauvey pink shade. Because I'm putting it over this light color, it's going quite bright. And I'm using that as kind of like a backdrop for our pink eyeshadow look, and just kind of wisping it in the back, using this almost like how I would for my transition color or how I would contour my eye normally, but instead I'm just doing it with pink shade, blending it underneath my lash line, my lower lash line, which is going to make your lashes look a little longer and a little more dreamy and romantic. With the I Love You So Mochi Sleek and Chic palette, also by NYX, I'm going to go into that light pink shade and I'm going to roll it on the inner half of my eyelid, and with this kind of darker pink shade I'm just going to go on the outer part. And the reason why I did that base of the matte shades before, I find sometimes just going in with a frost on me and trying to create a shape, it's not enough and it just looks kind of flat and washed out. So that's why I like to go in with a matte, kind of put in a light shape first and then go in with my frost on top. You can still have a frosty eye look, but it's not so bare. This color here, it's kind of like a champagne color, is my fave. It's beautiful and it's super bright. So I'm just filling in my inner corners of my eyes and put a little touch in the center of my lid. Again, with that kind of darker peachy bronze color, I'm going along the lower lash line to brighten it up and then just connecting it into the top shade. Next, with my ColourPop cream gel liner, I'll write the name in the description box. This is bomb because it actually stays so bright and it's not white, it's more of a cream color, so it's less harsh. I love it. I'm gonna go in with my MAC in Extreme Dimension mascara in 3D black, and I'm gonna wiggle generous coat of top and bottom, most generous on the bottom because I'll be putting on false lashes. But I like this mascara because it doesn't smudge and it builds your lashes up quite chunky. I will say it's kind of hard to build on top of it later in the day if you want to touch up, and I find if you do put on way too much it can crumble a little bit, but all in all it's a really awesome mascara that doesn't move on you too much. Next, with my new fave lashes, these are Bombay by Nabunsum Lashes, lash brand that Hank and Henry actually got me onto, and I love them. They're very intense lashes though, but and then they were nice enough to give us a little coupon code, so if you want 20% off you can use code Sondra. Next, with the Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks in Bombshell. This is one I'm doing first. I'm using that because Bikini Babe, the one I'm doing second, is so light, and they look really light when you first put them on, of course, but they do mellow out a little bit. I think I put on a little bit too much because it started to kind of fold on the wet part of my lip, kind of in the inner part of my lip, so maybe put on just a little bit less than I did. But I love a real nude lip. It reminds me of when I used to wear Myth lipstick all the time by MAC. Anywho, and that completes our look. I'm loving this like cutesy kind of pink look. It's not a look I normally do. I'm usually a little bit trying to be more fierce, you know? Hope you enjoyed this tutorial for spring. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow. Love yourself so much. Stay pretty, and I'll see you guys again in the next tutorial. Take care.